All right. Hello. Happy Friday, February 13th. My name is Sarah Ashley. I am the Energy Queen, and this series that we do, if you are new to my world and this is the first time that you are finding me or seeing me, I know that this isn't the first time, but we've had probably lifetimes together. So, yay, welcome to Frequency Friday. And I am so honored that you are here. I'm so excited to lift and help you shift some energy. So, we're going to rock and roll. Okay, who's live in the room? And this is your first experience with me, let me know. Say hi, Sarah, Ashley. Maybe I just found you. Or if you're an OG, and you've been in my world for a minute, just say hi. I've played with you. You're an OG. So today, in honor of Valentine's Day 2026, wow, we're getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow. I thought it would be a good thing to play with the frequencies of self-worth. The frequency is an energy of self-worth. And I'm so excited. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Joanna. Yes. Yay. Okay. We're going to play. All right. So, first, if you're coming into this space, and you have a spirit optimizer, I want you to grab the Lightbringer. If you don't know what a spirit optimizer is, this is a spirit technology from Shaman Durek, and this is incredible for lifting, shifting, moving energies, bringing you back to your authentic truth and your authentic power. And we're just going to have a lot of fun today. Okay. So you're going to be able to relax and sit back and experience some energy moving and some energy shifts. This is why I called this series years ago. We named it Frequency Friday. So I'm very excited that we get to play today. Okay, we're going to just start off with some grounding energy. So I'm going to just start to send you some frequencies and some energies of grounding. And those of you that are on here live, when you start to feel the energy flow, can you please just let me know? Hi, yes, I feel it. Yes, yes, yes. Just give me a yes or a 3. Yes, 3, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're all good. So I'm going to just start to send you a frequency and I'm going to send you an energy. I'm going to ground you into your being. And as you just start to feel this, let me know that you can feel this. Good. And I want you to think for just a second. How do you currently view and or see yourself? How do you currently view and or see yourself? And is it the way in which you want to view and you want to see yourself? So a lot of people that come to play in my world are females, and we have some men that come play and remember, and it's amazing. But there's something specific that I see within the female lineage line where you saw like your grandma or your mom and you saw them like, did they love themselves? Were they a good representation of what self-love looked like? Because I bet that you're probably here for 3 things in this lifetime: love, power, freedom. Those 3 energies, we call it the Trinity frequency: love, power, freedom. Okay? You might feel like you came for all of those things. You might feel like, okay, in this lifetime, I've already gone through a lot of things that have tested my ability to love or have tested my ability to hold my center and hold my power, right? Okay, so as we dive into this, I want you to think about, how do you want to see yourself? If you could wave a magic wand, And you could be like, okay, I want to start to see myself as powerful. Nothing is in her way or his way. Like there's no limits to what I can create. How do you want to start? Because today would be a really good day to draw a line in the sand, no matter what's happened to you in your life, and say, you know what? I've gone through hard things. I'm okay. I survived and I'm still here. Because I bet there's a frequency inside of you where you're going to keep going and you're not going to give up because actually you want to see what's on the other side. You want to see what you can actually create. And this is what I love about who we are and people that vibe in this community and in this space that are into making themselves better every single day by loving on themselves. You're into spiritual development because you feel that you have gifts, whether or not you can explain it or not, this sixth sense, this intuition, this inner knowing, and you really want to master that in this lifetime. You're just like into these things. And because you're into these things, one thing that I know about you is that you've probably had a life where you've gone through some things. You've compared yourself to other people. You've maybe didn't grow up in a family dynamic that really saw your greatness or really saw you how you wanted to be understood. So then you went on this journey in this lifetime to understand yourself. Would that like, does that land with you? Does that resonate with you, right? So when we can just pull back the curtain and we can get to a space within ourselves where you're like, there is something about me that I'm about to find out about me. And I bet you're about to find out just how powerful you actually are and just how amazing you really are inside of yourself. So, the frequency of self worth, when we look at that, is how you see yourself internally. How do you see yourself internally? Not by what the world says about you, not by what family or friends say about you. I mean, if I called in all of your best friends, they're going to say, "You're so amazing. You're da 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 da. I love you." And like, da da da. But is there an aspect of you that's like, "Ah, I just want to believe it. I just want to know it. I just want to understand myself in a way where I can get to this point in my life, in my active experience, where I'm so good with me." I don't know about you, but I've went through that in my life where I'm just like, I just need to know who I am without anyone telling me who Sarah Ashley is. And the cool thing about creating your own reality is that you can create internally a completely different resonant world within yourself. Today could be the day that changes the rest of your life if you let it and if you allow it. That's my hope. I hope that you turn a new page today and you were like, you know what? I'm going to start loving myself. I'm going to start seeing myself as God sees me, as the angels see me, as divine source sees me. You've got to get to that point in your life because I know that you're here to create a really big life. Like, you know that, right? And if you know that, it's going to require you to expand internally so that your external reality can expand. I know you've gone through things in your life, but if you let those stack up and stack up and stack up and mean that you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, like we're in 2026, we've got to allow yourself to let go of these things. You've got to care more about how you see yourself than anyone else sees you. You've got to get into a space within yourself where you feel so convicted and so in your zone. I call it the energy zone, where you're receiving. It's 12:12 over here on the clock. So yay, codes, playing with codes inside yourself, where you're good no matter what. And I'm going to tell you, you do that this year, you do that for the next 5 days, 7 days, 6, I don't care. You really go on that self journey quest. I'm telling you, everything that you want, everything that you're dreaming of and co-creating and manifesting, it's going to happen a lot faster. So a lot of people come to me and they go, "Sarah, how do I hold the energy of what I want? I'm known for that." And I go, "Okay, well, I could teach you how to hold the energy, but you've got to be the one to know without of a shadow of a doubt that there is not a doubt bone inside of yourself." So we're getting back to basics of self-worth because it's very important as we're going into this new horse year, the year of the horse, right? We've gone through the shedding of the things, you've gone through the shedding of the past, you've gone through the shedding of the trauma, and on the 17th of this month is a really, really powerful month where it's like, ta da 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 da. We have arrived. Now, will you feel much different? That's up to you today. Are you going to know that you're in this year of the horse? How are you going to know? I love that question. How are you going to know that you've completely shifted the way you see yourself? How are you going to know? Well, a lot of you, I want you to feel something inside of yourself that's different. Okay. So when we talk about manifestation, I just want to preference something. How do you know when it is going to happen? How are you going to know when the manifestation arrives? Well, right? You're going to see it. You're going to experience it. The money is going to be deposited into your bank account. The You're gonna get a text message from the man of your you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna see evidence of it. So you already know that you're gonna see these things. We've gotta have you be able to get to a space inside yourself where you see it inside of you. You see your potential because I know that you can see everyone else's potential around you. I know you're really good at it. I know if you and I got on a FaceTime, you'd be like, "Sarah Ashley, like oh man, you're so good at live streams," or like whatever you'd say as if we were talking. I'd be like, "What do you see inside of me?" I have to make sure that I see that inside of myself. I could say the same thing to you. You are so amazing. You've got the kindest heart. You are so inspiring. Man, the way that you move energy is like insane, incredible. The way that you help people see their own potential inside of themselves is insane. But do you see that same thing inside of you? So, in order for you to maximize your potential this year, in 2026, of course, this video is going to be timeless. You've got to see you at a completely new energy. You've got to feel different about you. It's not just thinking different about you. So, I'm going to share with you some really powerful energy hacks. And that's why I love what I do. Because when you can feel and you can activate something different from an energetic level, your life will never be the same, right? You could go onto YouTube and search Louise Hay And you could go in and you could say all the self-love after affirmations, but, like, do you know it? Do you see it? Do you activate those frequencies inside of yourself? That's the difference. Your words are so powerful. You know, I don't need to say this to you. You know what you say and what you speak creates reality. So if you know that what you say and what you speak also creates reality, because what are we doing? We're using the element of air. Spirit is also the element of air. So you can literally speak things into existence if that is part of your manifestation core soul power. There's also another thing. You have something called your emotions and your feelings, which is your feminine energy. So I'm going to show you how to align your masculine, which is your mind, and your feminine into creating more of a cohesive union, eight, right? Eight, figure eight union within yourself. Are you excited? Do we say yes? Are we loving this topic so far? I'd love to see. This topic really helps people reconnect with their true value and inner peace of, yeah, of course. I love that. Okay. So we're going to just rock and roll. So we're going to just start to move some energy for you within your mind. And I want to make sure that I find any dysfunction in thinking. So when we talk about dysfunction in thinking, that actually is why a lot of humans go through, like, they suffer. It's their thinking. Now, dysfunction in thinking is thinking from opposite from source code, thinking opposite of the truth. So if you have the thought, I don't know what I'm doing, is there source there? Is there a light in just that phrase? No. If you're thinking the thought, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't anyone like me? You're actually speaking from a dimension that doesn't support you in what you want. But you're not just saying that to the abyss of the world. You're saying these things to yourself. So every time you speak, you're speaking to yourself. Your soul knows how worthy it is. Whether or not you're connecting to that is why you're here, why we're having this topic, why Spirit was like, today we're talking about the frequency and energy of self worth. I say to you, this life, this year is going to be the best year you've ever had. I'm saying that to you, okay? But I'm speaking a level of a frequency of truth to you. That's why you feel what I'm saying, because it's true. Now, if you can see that within yourself, you activate truth. Now you're downloading truth to your inner being. And now this is where the shift starts to really happen. Everything outside, we know this, everything happening outside is happening inside. So your relationship with yourself is the most important. Your relationship with how you see or sense a higher power within yourself is important. Okay? Okay. So we're going to move some energy. All I need you to do is just breathe. And I'm going to utilize the light bringer, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to scan your consciousness. I'm going to see, what are you really saying that's creating a stagnation within your mind, within yourself? Are you your biggest raving fan? That's a really good question to ask yourself. Am I lifting myself up on a daily basis? Am I taking a moment to appreciate how far I've come in my life? If I feel off, do I just let those feelings go? Or am I someone that says, "Hi, Sarah Ashley, I'm here for you. I see that you feel a little off right now. Is there anything that I can do to support you?" Because now you're seeing yourself, you're being there for yourself, right? You're not just having your emotions. Oh my God, all of a sudden you feel sad one day. But what do you do when you feel sad? How are you there for yourself when you feel sad? If something doesn't happen the way that you want it to, what happens? Do you instantly start beating up on yourself? Or do you say, wow, I did not expect this to go that way. I'm sorry that you're experiencing this right now in this moment. However, I know that something else is going to happen that's going to be greater than this. Because when you speak, you're speaking to yourself. Okay? Amazing. So I'm going to start to scan your mind. You're going to feel some energy movement, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. So, ready to get into the party? Just say yes, 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 yes. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, let's see here. Cool. Happy Soul Friday. Hello. Happy Friday. Yay. All right. So, Lightbringer Spirit Optimizer, go in and let's scan the energy and frequency of the level of consciousness that is relating to themselves. And let me see what's happening inside the mind here for just a second. Okay. So, the first thing that I just saw when I scanned the consciousness of everyone is that you say, I don't know who I am. I need to remember who I am. Who am I? I don't know who I am. Who am I? Okay. Instead, I want you to start saying to yourself, I get to decide who I am. Okay. We're making this whole thing up anyways. You might as well just go in and instead of saying, I don't know who I am, I have to search for who I am. I need someone outside of me to tell me who I am. I would say, why? So that is the first frequency of dysfunctional thinking. And this is where you go. You question yourself. And if you could get into an energy within yourself where you go, okay, wait a minute, I need to feel my power. How do I feel my power if I feel powerless? I'm going to show you a really fun activation that you can do. Okay. So, what you're going to do is we're going to talk to your soul. Your soul frequency is so powerful. Your soul, I'm going to say it in every Frequency Friday. Your soul has access to every reality that you want to create. Your soul is powerful. Okay? Without your soul, you wouldn't be here. So, your soul is very, very powerful. Now, the more that you connect to your soul and you get to talk to your soul and build a relationship to your soul, that alone will change your life forever. But I want to show you how to feel your power in moments where you feel powerless. And it looks like this. You're going to talk to your soul and you're going to say, hey, soul, can you activate a frequency so that I can feel our power? Activate. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to turn up the power inside of yourself utilizing energy frequencies and some light language. Shura makaukwaka shuma. Umakwasha mama mama kumashu. Urakakakakakashumakakaka. Now you should start to feel as I'm sending you frequencies, I'm moving energies. We call what I'm doing, I'm going to I call it star healing. So I'm going to send you some star healing and I want you to feel your power. Okay? So do you feel buzzing? Does it feel like electricity? Does it feel cold? Does it feel like heat? What does it feel like? Okay? Alrighty, so let's activate some power. Good. And as this energy is coming through, what does it feel like? And if you're not feeling energy, I want you to say, I don't feel anything because I'm afraid to feel. Then I can go in and I can remove the resistance to you feeling. Alrighty. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into your mind and I'm going to clear this thought that you think that you don't know who you are. Ready? Yes. Okay. So, Lightbringer Spirit Optimizer, let's go into the energy dimensional field of their thoughts. I want you to locate the frequency, the thought, the negative belief that they don't know who they are, and show me how you're utilizing the frequency of light and you're releasing this through their mind, their spirit, their emotions, their body. And show me how you're releasing it through a deep breath, a yawn, a swallow, coughing, releasing this out of their system that they don't know who they are, releasing that belief system, releasing those frequencies. There we go. And let me know how you're releasing energy. Did you just yawn? Did you just take a big deep breath? And let me know how this feels. Amazing. Okay, we're going to keep going. All right, Lightbringer, I want you to shine the light on their consciousness. And I want you to help me upgrade their consciousness to a higher level of thinking about themselves. Good. Yawn and deep breath. Amazing. Good. Yeah. Whew. Okay. All right. Now, I want you to think a thought of how you want to see yourself and tell me what this thought is. How do you want to start to see yourself? Then we're going to activate this energy inside of you. And then your love assignment is to play with this frequency every single day until it just becomes who you are. How do you want to see yourself? Yep, good. Okay. Now, when you have that, let me give you an example. So I want to see myself as a very happy person. Okay. So I want to see myself every single day as like so happy. And I don't need a reason to be happy. I just am downloading a frequency of happiness because I don't need a reason to be happy. Right. Now, let's say I had an identity that was all these things that, like anytime I got a manifestation, that's where I equate, ooh, I'm happy. I'm only happy if something goes good, or I'm only happy if things are getting better. Right. Let's say that that was my old identity. And I wanted to activate a frequency inside of myself where I'm like, you know what? I want to just be happy for no reason. I want to be a really happy person, no matter if things are good, no matter if any, like, something is happening. I want to get to a space within myself where I'm happy no matter what, right? So this is what I would do. Okay. I would go in and I would talk to my soul and I would say, hey, soul, there is a part of you that is happy no matter what. I know that there's a part of you that already has all the happiness. She's already fulfilled. Can you connect me to her? Hmm. Can you download that frequency into my mind and my emotions and activate happiness. And now my energy is starting to vibrate. I can feel it. My hands are tingling. My energy is buzzing. I'm starting to feel like, wow, I just accessed that. Okay. Now I'm going to use my words to speak life over myself. And I'm going to think a thought. Wow, Sarah, I love how happy you are no matter what every single day. Activate. And that phrase, activating, means that you are choosing to amplify and vibrate that frequency. You are constantly in your life amplifying energies, and that energy is being sent out to the universe and creating your experiences. So you want to start activating whatever it is that you want, believing and loving in yourself, and it always stays with you. So, in order for you to believe in yourself, what would you need to believe about yourself? A lot of people come to me and they're like, I want to believe in myself. And I'm like, but what would you need to believe about who you are on a soul level so that you can activate the frequencies of, I believe in myself, right? And you want to love yourself. So if you were someone who loved herself, how would you see yourself? Your inner sight with you. Make sense? You can create a list of qualities that you want to start activating within yourself. This would be really amazing. I want to see myself as positive no matter what. Okay, so I need to activate the energy of seeing myself as a positive person. I need to become one with that energy. So if I wanted to believe in myself more, I would be like, okay, I want to believe in myself. Okay, cool. So what do I want to believe about myself? Well, I want to believe that I can co create my reality. I want to believe that the better it gets, the better it gets. I want to believe that I can co create anything that I set my mind to. I want to believe, and you keep going, you keep listing these things out. Then you start activating those frequencies inside of yourself. Does this make sense? Does this land? This is the vibe. This is what most people don't do. Most people are saying self love affirmations. They're not saying these affirmations and activating it. So let me give you an example. Okay. Let me give you a affirmation. Okay. The affirmation is you are going places in your life. You're going places in your life. You are going places in your life. Activate that truth inside of my being. Okay. Anytime we're saying affirmations, you say you. We're speaking to you, not I am. I am speaks to the subconscious. If your subconscious doesn't believe that you're going places in your life, then the frequency won't connect. It's not about repeating it a million times. You is the code. You are going places in your life, Sarah Ashley. Activate that frequency inside of me. And now I want you to feel like you're going places in your life. So now we've got the words. You're going, oh, yeah, Lena, you're here. You're going places in your life. Now I need you to feel like you're going places in your life. Okay, so you're going to go emotions, activate the energy of the truth that you're going places in your life. And it's incredible. Activate that frequency. Show me what it feels like to be someone who's going places. Show me what it feels like to be someone who's going places. How does that feel? You could do this. Mind, we're going to talk to your mind. Mind, I want you to think thoughts that you're going places in your life. Like you're going to be a big deal. People love you. I need you to focus in that direction. All of a sudden, my mind is focused in that direction because I am the author and creator of my reality. I can speak to my mind and I can speak to my emotions and I can speak to my energy and I can move these things. Isn't this so powerful? So, the energy and frequencies of self worth is about re identifying with yourself from a higher perspective of what you and how you want to see yourself. Make sense? So, your love assignment from today, you're going to make a list of qualities. You're going to make a list. I want to see myself like da 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 da. I want to be capable of da 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 da. Okay. You could rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How much do you actually see these things within yourself? And then you just go and you go through each of those things and you start activating those energies within yourself. You could say, mind, show me how it thinks, show me how it feels to think highly of myself. Let's do that one. Mind, show me what it feels like to think highly of myself. Emotions, show me how it feels to see myself in a higher light, in a higher energy. How are you starting to feel? We are playing with energy here when you come play with me. This isn't a thinking. If you want to go think, this is not the place for you. This is a place where I teach you how to activate your powers by your own ability to move energy. Remember, your words are so powerful. What you speak creates life. But what you're speaking to yourself. If you can just remember that core foundational truth. Okay, so I need to speak differently to myself. Notice how I didn't say you need to you need to say a bunch of affirmations to yourself. You need to speak differently to yourself. How do you do that? Sarah Ashley, I'm so happy that you showed up on Frequency Friday today, and I'm so happy for all the amazing, incredible humans that find this video. I loved what you talked about today. I love how you moved people in the room today. See how I'm speaking, using my words, and I'm speaking differently to myself as if my little girl is listening. Because she is. Because she is your soul. You do that, 14 days, you will have a completely different relationship with yourself. And in fact, I think that this would be a really fun challenge. This is a good idea. I think we should do a challenge. So, I love you. I hope that you've enjoyed Frequency Friday today. I know that this is going to land when it lands for you, and I will see you in our next Frequency Friday experience. Yay. All right. I love you guys. Amazing. And I'll see you soon. Bye.